Hey guys, today with the topic, to change takes time. Why am I bringing this up at all? Why should this be important for you, and what is it about this that you don't already know? You probably already know, and in a normal situation you would agree with me as if nothing were wrong. But when you stand there shortly after a breakup, you act and think as if you had never heard this sentence before. So again, to change takes time. The way you are right now has caused your ex-partner to no longer feel strongly enough attracted to you to want to continue having a relationship with you. This is not the end of the world, and you can continue just as you have been. Someone else will take exactly what you have to offer. But is that your goal right now? For some, it is. Others want their ex back. You're looking for videos like this, so I guess it's not an option for you to just keep going. And that's also a good approach. Well, your environment might try to stop you from doing it to protect you. They love you and want to give you a quick solution. The easiest solution in their eyes would be to let go and turn to something new. Actually, you need to process what didn't work and change yourself or your circumstances to be able to give a relationship a different outcome than last time. Of course, in new relationships there are always other circumstances involved, such as your new partner. But if you bring old baggage and old habits that may have sabotaged previous relationships of yours. If you tend to let yourself go within a relationship, then please don't be surprised that they always end up that way. This is what your ex may be doing right now. Entering a rebound relationship to save yourself the rest of the pain of the breakup and the fear of being alone. But without actively working on yourself or the loss. Therefore, you don't need to worry about relationships shortly after the breakup. Focus on you during this time. There are so many circumstances that could doom your ex's new relationship to failure. And if it does last, there's nothing you could have done about it other than put yourself in the best possible position. So back to the topic, changing takes time. You want to change something about yourself, or in other words, improve something about yourself. You can't do that overnight. This is one of the reasons why what you say at the breakup may resonate with your ex, but the breakup itself is non-negotiable. First, you are trying to negotiate against her feelings, which is complete nonsense. I like to give the example that you kick the table leg with your knee and someone else tells you, that doesn't hurt at all. And secondly, the only argument you have that really makes sense is that you want to change something she wants from you and cites as the reason why the relationship didn't work out in the end. All other arguments such as beautiful memories, the time invested, your love for her, joint commitments are in the past for her at that moment or do not change her feelings. In other situations you know exactly that it takes time to change. In other situations you would have nodded, taken it for granted and accepted it. But here you want her to just accept it and the whole thing works at the push of a button. That makes no sense at all and only shows her how you assess the whole thing right now. In the same way, however, I want to turn the issue around. Let's look at the best possible scenario for you. You were in no contact after your breakup, you maintained respect, and you left her alone. You did the work on yourselves and are happy, successful, healthy and full of energy. Now, out of nowhere, she writes to you about how you are doing. What do you expect? Do you expect her to have progressed as well or to be the same as she was then? Did she have a reason to change or grow? Maybe, maybe not. You can't say that anymore, because there was distance between you. So don't go into it with the view, this is my ex, of course I want her back and that everything is the way it was. Get to know each other again. Show your best possible side. Don't play that. You have become like this in the meantime. Because you had the time necessary for that and she knows that very well. Just as she knew then that without the time you would still be the same. But expect the same from her. An ex who stood still after the breakup and perhaps directly tried to compensate for her insecurities and fears with other relationships will not have worked on herself and her own problems. You will inevitably be confronted with old issues and problems with her at some point. Either you will get over it and you will be able to put so much energy into solving it for both of you or at least help her to tackle the problem, or the whole thing can only go wrong again and you will only be wasting your time with her. So when you separate, think about what really makes sense. Making promises to her about what you will change is definitely not one of them. You haven't done that for a long time before. She has to see that through your actions and results, because they always count more than just your word. And just to make it clear again, before you now think that you have to act actively towards her to get her back. No. You must first act to get yourselves back up. To be able to offer something to yourself again before you can offer it to others. Don't run to your ex's front door with the pile of broken pieces that you are right now and force yourself on her. Rebuild yourselves. Take your time to do it. Don't be afraid of her being completely gone and forgetting about you. That's not how we humans are. She sees good in you, otherwise she would never have come together with you. The bad memories start to fade with time and you take care that they also belong to the past. That's what you let her figure out for herself from a distance and at her pace by going your own way and enjoying it. Take care and see you in the next video.